If you have been struggling to get sales from your design work or understanding what you really need to do to make money, I have the workshop for you. On September 23rd, I'm hosting my first ever Profitable Designer Workshop. This 1-day, 3-hour workshop is only $97, but I have a discount for all my podcast listeners. Go to carinagardnercourses.com/profit and put in the code podcast for $50 off. I can't wait to see you more profitable. Welcome to the Make and Design Podcast. I'm your host, Carina Gardner. On this podcast, we're unraveling the everyday joys and dilemmas of design, making, and business. For makers who want to be designers and for designers who are makers, this is your inside scoop to help you grow your business and bring more creativity to your life. For some reason, I think it's so funny. We're grown adults. But I think that some of the instant gratification, I know because I know it in my own life, that the Gen Zers, we keep saying that they have, I am seeing this in all the way from boomers all the way down. We all want instant gratification. In fact, one of the reasons I became a designer is because I wanted instant gratification. So it's not a horrible thing. It's just something to recognize that we all seek after and we want. Part of the reason I love being a designer is if I design a beautiful house in silhouette and then I cut it out and then I hot glue it all together and I design it and I make it beautiful, then 2 hours later I'm holding in my hand this beautiful little house that I've designed and built and made. And it feels amazing. Okay, it feels so incredibly good. The time that instant gratification doesn't really work out for us is when we're trying to learn a skill. Okay, so I see this all the time. I especially see it in design boot camps. And if you are either in the middle of one with me right now or about to start one with me, I want you to really think hard on this. Okay, we don't become what we want to become overnight, especially if the thing that we want to become requires effort, skill, all of the things that are hard. They are hard for a reason, and they feel important and awesome when we get to the end of that journey because it was hard. If they were instant gratification type things, so for example, if I could become a designer tomorrow and instantly start making several $100,000, then anyone could do it, right? And it wouldn't feel not very meaningful. It is when we learn something and it develops us as a person. It has a process involved. We have to learn hard things. We have to do hard things. We have to experiment and we have to find our path, which it's never that point A to point B straight line. It's usually some curved, crazy line, right? When we do that and we've climbed the mountain, do you know what happens at the end? It feels meaningful. It feels awesome. It feels like we've accomplished so much. And we can look around the room and we know that we've done more than those around us. And it feels amazing. Okay? So this is what I want to say to you today. We can't learn to walk without crawling. We can't learn to crawl without sitting. It takes time to learn how to sit. Usually with a baby, if you guys haven't figured this out, this is the baby analogy. They have to learn how to roll first, right? So there are all these steps along the way that make us feel like, we're not making any progress. Rolling over, we move a little bit, but we're like, we still can't reach the thing that we're trying to reach, right? The binky is out of reach, okay? Same with sitting. We're stuck in one place, but we've got a totally different perspective, right? We can look around us and we can see things different. How about crawling? We crawl, or maybe the army crawls. If you guys had a grandchild or a baby army crawl, they're going as fast as they can. It's not going to be as fast as the next step, which is walking, which is not going to be as fast as the next step, which is running, okay? If you are someone at the very beginning stage and you're just learning to roll over, first of all, don't compare yourself to the walker, right? They're in a totally different stage than you. And you don't deserve to be in that stage, right? Because you haven't climbed the mountain to get to that stage. We don't get instant gratification for anything that's meaningful. And that actually is a good thing. You should be glad about that because this life is meant to be meaningful. We are supposed to do meaningful, purposeful things. And the way we do that is by stretching ourselves and doing hard things. So I love this story. It also makes me laugh because as soon as I started talking about the baby steps, right? Like doing the rolling over and then being able to sit, which, is like 3 months rolling over, 6 months sitting up, maybe 8 months, 9 months crawling, and then maybe a year walking. I mean, everybody's kids are different, right? I was thinking about my middle child who is now 14, but when she was a baby, she was cracking me up because I walked into her room. She was in her bed, her crib, and I looked at her and we had never seen her roll over before. She was kind of like a chubby little baby. And she immediately rolled over and sat up, like all at one go, okay? Some of you are going to roll over and sit up immediately. You're going to have a fast start, okay? By the way, if your baby does that for the first time, it totally throws you aback. It was so surprising when she did that. I was like, what just happened? She just learned how to roll over and sit at the same time. She hadn't rolled very early, so it's like she kind of figured out how to do it all one go, okay? This might be you, okay? First of all, everyone's development is different, okay? Some people are going to roll over and sit at the same time, and you can't compare yourselves to them, okay? By the way, that is her personality to do everything all at one go. That is that child, okay? I should have known because she's a spicy redhead on top of it. And if you guys have seen me, I'm half Chinese. She's a quarter Chinese and a redhead. Okay, that is a total aside, but there you go. I really, really believe that whatever your journey is your journey. Wherever you are in that journey, whether you are just learning to roll over, just learning to crawl, just learning to walk, you need to be okay with wherever you are in that journey, which is pretty exciting, you guys. It's exciting, first of all, that we're on the journey to begin with, right? Whatever journey it is you're on, I'm specifically talking to designers. Designers, you are on this journey, most of you, many of you with me, okay, and learning how to do the things, okay? While on that journey, you have to really sit in and be okay with learning how to crawl and crawling well, okay? Because if you learn how to crawl well, it's going to be really so much easier when you move into walking, right? So sit in that for a second as well. Be okay with the stage you're in. Stretch yourself for the next stage, but also just get really good at the stage you're in. I was thinking in particular of some Design Suite members we have that really they knew a little bit, but they really started Illustrator when they came into the program. We don't have as many of those come into the program, but we had a subset of designers who came in who were starting with Illustrator right from the get-go. And it took them a couple of months before they started feeling comfortable in the program. And even now, I don't know that they're totally comfortable. But it was so fun to see them rolling over because they were getting good at it. They were getting so good at it. And they were making the things, excited about the things they were making. They were getting so good at this piece in the journey. And it's really exciting as someone who's mentoring those types of people because I get to see when they start sitting up. That means for us, applying to shops, getting to the next stage, making money as a designer, and really just sitting in that designer first stage. It's so fun, you guys. Okay. I really want you to know that it's okay to crawl first, walk later. Be okay with the journey that you're on. I'm proud of you for being on this journey. Whether I know we have other people, other designers listening to this podcast. I've heard from you guys are so awesome. You inspire me because you're on a totally different journey. I know I have people who come to me all the time to ask me about physical products, which I do actually have quite a bit of expertise in. But I don't teach it for a lot of different reasons. If you come to a boot camp, you can ask me some of those reasons, okay? I know that we have people who are creatives who are creative in other fields of study, okay? And I want you to think about this for you as well. If you are still in the rolling stage, to be okay with that stage. I also, though, want you to stretch. Stretch yourself to whatever that next stage is. Get excited for what can come next and kind of get yourself ready for the next stage, okay? You guys know, especially designers know that this is all about opportunity. The right opportunities come to those that are ready for those opportunities. So if you're a designer and you're still learning Illustrator and you're still stuck in that stage, you're not going to get the fabric contract. You're not going to have someone call you and ask you to do all this logo design for them. You're not going to, there's like all these opportunities that won't come to you. However, if you get yourself all the way to walking and you're really in the design process, you've been producing quite a bit of stuff, you've got an amazing portfolio, you know how to do the thing that you've been taught to do, okay? Your skills have leveled up. You're faster in Illustrator. You're faster in Photoshop, okay? Then when those opportunities come, you can decide which of those you're ready and prepared for, right? Same with those who are walking, same for those who are running. You can't run the race if you don't know how to run, right? So you've got to make sure you're there for those opportunities. All right, you guys, I'm so glad you joined me today. I love what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do. You guys know I love the big dreams. You should be going after them and really being intentional in your life with what things you really want for yourself. Things you really, really want for yourself, because I want them for you too. All right, I will see you soon. Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.